In the quiet town of Hollow Grove, nestled between thick woods and rolling hills, something sinister lurked beneath the surface of the seemingly peaceful community. It was an ordinary spring day, with the scent of blooming flowers in the air and children playing in the streets, blissfully unaware of the dark presence that had infiltrated their midst. As Easter approached, excitement bubbled within the town, and preparations for the annual Easter egg hunt were underway. Parents were busy organizing the event, hiding colorful eggs in parks and gardens, and the anticipation among children was palpable. Little did they know that a malevolent force had set its sights on the innocent souls of Hollow Grove. The town's vintage costume shop, tucked away on a cobblestone street, held a secret that few were aware of. In the dusty corners of the store, obscured by forgotten relics of Halloween's past, hung a grimy and decaying Easter bunny costume. It had a twisted history, tainted by the shadows of forgotten nightmares. Legend had it that the costume was cursed, and those who wore it succumbed to a dark and insatiable hunger for the fear of children. One fateful night, as the moon cast an eerie glow over Hollow Grove, the old costume found its new victim. A disgraced and disgruntled former employee of the costume shop, Maxwell Greaves, stumbled upon the cursed outfit. Seeking revenge for his recent dismissal, he succumbed to the whispers that seemed to emanate from the moth-eaten fabric and put on the grotesque Easter bunny suit. From that moment on, a sinister figure roamed the streets of Hollow Grove, hidden beneath the ragged bunny mask. The costume clung to Maxwell's body like a second skin, its once bright pastel colors now muted and stained. With each step, a muffled jingle echoed from the rusty bells attached to the costume, sending shivers down the spines of those who heard it. The first sighting of the eerie Easter bunny occurred near the local school playground. Children playing innocently on swings and slides suddenly felt an unexplainable chill. As they turned to look, their eyes widened in terror at the sight of the grotesque figure watching them from a distance. The bunny's cold, hollow eyes pierced through the darkness, and its twisted grin hinted at malevolence. Whispers spread through Hollow Grove like wildfire, tales of a stalking bunny haunting the town's youth. Parents dismissed the stories as overactive imaginations, attributing them to the natural fears that accompany the Easter season. But as more children reported seeing the eerie figure, a sense of unease settled over the community. One by one, the children who had encountered the Easter bunny began to change. Nightmares plagued their sleep, visions of the bunny's malevolent gaze haunting their dreams. Some withdrew into silence, their once vibrant personalities replaced by a pervasive fear that clung to them like a dark shadow. Desperation spread among the parents, and the once festive atmosphere of Hollow Grove morphed into a somber and cautious town. They organized neighborhood watch groups, patrolling the streets in an attempt to catch a glimpse of the elusive Easter bunny. However, the cursed creature remained one step ahead, always watching from the shadows, its unsettling presence casting a perpetual pall over the once happy community. As the town fell deeper into the grip of fear, a group of brave parents decided to investigate the origins of the cursed Easter bunny costume. Their journey led them to the abandoned costume shop, where they uncovered the sordid history of Maxwell Greaves and the malevolent forces that had taken hold of him. Armed with this newfound knowledge, the parents devised a plan to break the curse and save their children from the clutches of the demonic Easter bunny. They enlisted the help of a local historian, who guided them through a ritual that would sever the dark ties binding the cursed costume to Maxwell's soul. On the night of the ritual, the group gathered in the dimly lit costume shop, surrounded by relics of Halloween horrors. The air was heavy with tension as they recited incantations and performed the ancient rites. Suddenly, a chilling wind swept through the room, extinguishing candles and casting eerie shadows on the worn-out costumes that lined the shelves. In the midst of the darkness, the cursed Easter bunny materialized before them, its hollow eyes gleaming with malevolence. The group stood firm, determined to break the curse that had plagued their town for far too long. As the incantations reached a crescendo, the figure in the tattered bunny costume convulsed, a guttural scream escaping from the depths of its twisted soul. With a blinding flash, the Easter bunny dissolved into a cloud of dark energy, leaving behind only the remnants of the cursed costume. The room fell silent as the weight of the malevolence lifted from the air. The parents, exhausted but triumphant, stared at the empty space where the cursed figure had stood. In the days that followed, Hollow Grove began to heal. The nightmares that had plagued the children faded away, and the once haunted streets regained a semblance of normalcy. The cursed Easter bunny had been vanquished, but the scars it left behind lingered in the memories of those who had witnessed its reign of terror. As the seasons changed and life in Hollow Grove returned to a new normal, the old costume shop remained closed, its doors locked to conceal the remnants of the cursed Easter bunny. The town learned a valuable lesson about the darkness that could fester beneath the surface of the seemingly idyllic, and the importance of confronting the shadows that lurked in the corners of their community. Though the sinister figure in the dirty Easter Bunny costume was gone, its legacy served as a haunting reminder that evil could manifest in the most unexpected and innocuous forms. The passage of time dulled the memory of the cursed Easter Bunny in Hollow Grove, and the town gradually moved forward, attempting to bury the trauma that had befallen them. However, as the years went by, whispers of an unsettling occurrence began to resurface, sparking a new wave of fear among the townsfolk. Children reported strange occurrences during the Easter season, claiming to hear faint jingles of bells in the night and catching glimpses of a shadowy figure in the periphery. Initially dismissed as overactive imaginations or remnants of past trauma, the accounts became too numerous to ignore. The townspeople, once again gripped by an uneasy tension, couldn't shake the feeling that something malevolent lingered in the shadows. As the reports multiplied, a group of curious and concerned individuals decided to investigate the resurgence of the Easter Bunny's haunting presence. Their exploration led them to the forgotten remnants of the old costume shop, which had remained untouched since the night of the ritual. Discovered relics and forgotten horrors adorned the shelves, and the eerie stillness hung in the air. The cursed Easter Bunny costume, though thought to be vanquished, seemed to radiate a lingering malevolence. As the group delved into the occult history of Hollow Grove, they discovered an unsettling truth: the curse of the Easter Bunny was not entirely eradicated. The ritual had weakened its grip on the town, but remnants of the dark energy lingered, seeking an opportunity to manifest once more. Determined to break the curse once and for all, the group embarked on a perilous journey to uncover the secrets hidden within the town's past. They sought the guidance of a reclusive mystic, said to possess knowledge of ancient rituals that could banish the residual darkness clinging to Hollow Grove. The mystic, a wise and weathered individual with a deep understanding of the supernatural, revealed that the curse was intricately tied to the town itself. To fully break the malevolent force's hold, a new ritual needed to be performed at the heart of Hollow Grove, the ancient oak tree in the center of the town square. As the group prepared for the ritual, ominous signs manifested throughout Hollow Grove. The air grew thick with an unnatural stillness, and the jingles of bells echoed through the streets. Fear once again gripped the town as the shadowy figure of the Easter Bunny began to materialize, feeding on the renewed sense of dread. The night of the ritual arrived, and the group gathered beneath the ancient oak tree. Armed with incantations and ancient artifacts, they channeled their collective energy to sever the last remnants of the curse that had haunted their town for so long. The atmosphere crackled with arcane power as they fought against the encroaching darkness. As the final incantation echoed through the town square, the cursed Easter Bunny materialized once more, its twisted form writhing in agony. The group stood resilient, determined to confront the malevolence that had plagued their lives. With a blinding burst of energy, the Easter Bunny dissipated, leaving behind only the echo of its haunting presence. The town of Hollow Grove, exhausted but victorious, felt the weight of the curse lift once and for all. The air cleared, and the lingering darkness retreated into the shadows. The ancient oak tree, now a symbol of resilience, stood tall in the center of the town square. The townspeople, having faced the horrors of the past and emerged stronger, vowed to keep the memory alive as a cautionary tale. The cursed Easter Bunny became a whispered legend, a reminder of the importance of confronting the darkness that lurks within and around us. Hollow Grove, having weathered the storm, embraced a newfound sense of unity and vigilance. The once quiet town now stood as a beacon of resilience, forever changed by the horrors it had faced but determined to forge a brighter future. The legacy of the cursed Easter Bunny had finally been laid to rest, and the shadows that had haunted Hollow Grove for so long began to dissipate in the warm glow of a hopeful dawn. In the years that followed, Hollow Grove thrived, and the memory of the cursed Easter Bunny gradually faded into the background. The town's children played freely in the streets, and the community regained a sense of normalcy. The ancient oak tree, once a focal point of darkness, became a symbol of triumph over adversity. However, as the town moved forward, a small group of individuals, descendants of those who had originally faced the curse, formed a secret society dedicated to safeguarding Hollow Grove from supernatural threats. They studied ancient texts, delved into occult lore, and vowed to remain vigilant against any resurgence of malevolent forces. The society, operating in the shadows, kept a watchful eye on the old costume shop and the remnants of the Easter Bunny costume. They knew that the curse, while weakened, had not been completely eradicated. The dark energy lingered in the forgotten corners of the town, waiting for an opportune moment to claw its way back into existence. As the years passed, the secret society faced sporadic disturbances, strange occurrences, faint echoes of the cursed bunny's presence. Each time, they responded swiftly, conducting rituals and ceremonies to suppress the residual malevolence. Their dedication became a silent guardian, shielding Hollow Grove from the shadows that sought to envelop it once more. One fateful night, a century after the original curse, the society faced its greatest challenge yet. A series of unsettling events unfolded, signaling the imminent return of the Easter Bunny's curse. The town square, bathed in an eerie glow, bore witness to the manifestation of a spectral figure clad in a tattered bunny costume. The secret society, armed with the knowledge passed down through generations, gathered beneath the ancient oak tree for a final confrontation. The air crackled with supernatural energy as they recited incantations and channeled their collective strength to banish the curse once and for all. As the ritual reached its climax, the cursed Easter Bunny materialized, its ghastly form twisting in agony. The society stood resolute, facing the embodiment of their town's darkest history. With a blinding surge of energy, the cursed figure disintegrated, leaving behind only the remnants of the old costume. Silence descended upon Hollow Grove as the townspeople, unaware of the supernatural battles waged in the shadows, slept peacefully. The secret society, having fulfilled its solemn duty, dispersed into the night, their faces obscured by shadows, their stories known only to a select few. In the following years, Hollow Grove continued to prosper, and the memory of the cursed Easter Bunny became a distant tale recounted around campfires. The ancient oak tree, now a symbol of enduring strength, stood as a testament to the town's ability to overcome even the darkest of forces. As the sun set over Hollow Grove, casting long shadows that danced among the cobblestone streets, the town's residents remained blissfully unaware of the secret battles fought to protect their peaceful existence. The legacy of the cursed Easter Bunny had finally been extinguished, and the once tormented town found solace in the quiet embrace of a well-earned peace.
Like, subscribe, and click on notifications that will allow you to stay up to date with the news and not miss videos from the channel, where there will be many more horror stories.